on this little remote island and, having like minimal connection to the outside world. I thrive on that. But for whatever reason, I didn't get that in Fiji. I think because it's actually a fairly large island. If you look at Fiji, let's go look at it really quick, and I'll show you what I mean. If you go look at, I'm going to try and turn this. If you look at Fiji, you look at it and you're like, wow, that's a small island. But then you start looking at all the islands around it, and it quickly becomes apparent that it's actually a large island. I went on this road down here. I went up to Ba. So I was staying in Nadi, right? And my plan, this was my very, very ambitious plan. My plan was to drive all the way up here, and then I was going to circle back down on this road, right? And then come down to Sigatoka, and then from Sigatoka, head up back to Nadi. That was my plan. And I was like, okay, I set out at like 10 o'clock on like a Saturday morning, and I'm thinking like, okay, I got this. I'm going to do this. And then the thing is once you get on this road, and I remember like the night before, okay, come on, computer. Come on, computer, refresh. Okay, why everything has been acting like this for me. I don't understand. Like, my phone has started locking up. I'm going to go get a new phone tomorrow because my phone has started locking up randomly for some reason. It just reboots on its own. And now this computer today is doing this. Like, what even is this? What is this? It's the universe telling me that I need a new computer. Wow. Okay. I think, do we have it? Am I there? Okay. So what I was trying to say before that happened, before that little interlude, let me get a layer that I like. Okay, this is fine. Now, this is funny because this road, I find it funny that there's actually lots of red traffic here because this road is nothing but gravel and dirt. And I made it, I think I didn't make it to Bukaya, because I remember that thinking that was going to be like, I remember in my mind thinking that like it would be a halfway point. It obviously is not. I made it maybe to Navala or some point around here, and that's when I decided I need to turn back because it was nothing but just potholed gravel road going at like 10 miles per hour the entire time. It was impossible to make any kind of progress. Like it was and also I was in this little tiny like Ford Escort. I don't remember exactly what I was in, but it was a little tiny car. And what you really needed was a Jeep. You really needed a Jeep. Where can I get, I don't want the terrain map. This is the map I wanted. So it's actually, if you look at the street view, so maybe it actually picks up at some point. No. So this is actually very telling of what it was. This right here, this is actually a smooth part of the road compared to what it actually was. So anyway, the point of all of this is that you can get to a point on the island where like it feels like like you kind of forget you're on an island, right? Where in contrast to places like Seychelles or even Tahiti, you are constantly reminded that you're on an island. Like French Polynesia, like the main island of Tahiti, it's much smaller, and there was like one central mountain, whereas in Fiji there's a mountain range. So Fiji is actually fairly big, which I just wasn't expecting. Actually, funny story, because I know you guys are just interested about my funny traveling stories. My original plan was to fly. Oh, not there. My original plan was to fly into Nadi and then take a cab to Suva because I wanted to stay at an Airbnb in Suva. Well, here's the thing that I luckily realized in time. The drive from Nadi to Suva, it's about 4 hours. I'm looking at this, the scale that I was on when I was looking at this island in this map originally, I'm thinking that's probably a half hour to 45-minute drive. That's literally what I thought it was. Half hour to 45 minutes. No, it's about a 4-hour drive on fairly well-paved road. So it was completely undoable, and I'm actually really, really lucky that I noticed that in time because I have a habit of just booking things and forgetting about them. But yeah, so that's Fiji. But like you go to Tahiti, and the island here, it's actually Papeete is much smaller. It's actually much like I was able to circle the entire island in 3 hours, I think 3, 4 hours. I remember I was really sick that day, but you can circle the entire island. But in Fiji, no siree, not going to happen. Yeah, so I'd like to go to Samoa. I'd like to actually, I really love this part of the world. I love the South Pacific. And for somebody who hates hot weather, like I can't stand hot weather, but that's all you have there. That's all you have. Like, why couldn't we have an archipelago like in a colder climate, like somewhere like up by Iceland? Like, why is Iceland the only thing we have up there? Now you do have this archipelago up here, like with Svalbard, and then these Russian islands, which I believe there's really like nothing on these Russian islands. Maybe there is. If you've been to this part of the world, let me know. I would love to know. But yeah, like you don't have a lot of options. One option that you do have actually though is the Aleutian Islands, which I would love to explore. The Aleutian Islands, go out to a dock in Unalaska, and I think the furthest you can go west, I think, is Unalaska. Where is Unalaska? Unalaska is here. And then I think to go to any of these other places, I think those are like military bases. I might be wrong on that. Well, let's ask good old ChatGPT. What is the furthest west in the I don't even know how to spell Aleutian. Yeah, Aleutian, I guess that's how you spell it. Islands you can go on commercial flights where there is a hotel. Let's see where that is. But the problem I have, like I want to see tons of Alaska. A dock. Okay, so a dock is the furthest west you can go. But the problem that's not a dock island, is it? That looks like, okay, all right. That looked like Middle America, but okay. My malfunction with going to parts of Alaska, like I've been to Alaska twice, and I've been to Anchorage, and I've been to Fairbanks, and I've been to Nome, or not Nome. I've been to Barrow. I forget what it's called now. Ikutviik. But I want to go to Nome. I'd like to go to Juneau. I'd like to see the Aleutian Islands. I'd like to go all over Alaska. But there's this struggle that I have with going to Alaska because it's a big trip with 0 new countries. And like right now, like my ego is all about getting more countries. I don't know how many I have right now. I know I've surpassed 30, maybe surpassed 40. Let's do it. Let's see. This is going to be a bit of a humble brag, but there's nobody in the chat room. Oh, except for Matthew. What's up, Matthew? How many countries have you been to? Calculator. I have not been able to find a site where you can actually do this and then save it. So I find that like I feel like that's something that ChatGPT could code in like a few hours. Like there's plenty of sites that like allow you to like tick off how many countries you've gone to, but none that allow you to like create an account and then save it and then come back and update it or publish it. Like none of them. Like I have not found any of them. Okay, so in Europe, okay, let's see where we've gone. Okay, Armenia. See, this is where I start to feel inadequate about my traveling in terms of like, okay, I've been to Denmark, I've been to the Faroe Islands, I've been to Finland, I've been to France, Germany, yes, Iceland, Ireland, Italy. I just added Italy earlier this year. Moldova. I'm considering going to Moldova. Norway, yes. Now, I have had a layover in Poland. Does that count? We're going to say that counts. So we're going to count layovers in this tally, which means I've also been to the United Kingdom because I had a layover in Heathrow years ago. Portugal is a technical. So here's the thing about Portugal. Portugal is a technical yes because I've been to the Azores. And the Azores are part of Portugal, but I have not been to mainland. I have not been to mainland Portugal, but I will be going to mainland Portugal in a few months, and like in 2 weeks. So I'm going to count Portugal. Romania, Serbia, Slovakia, Slovenia, Spain, yes. Svalbard, yes. Sweden, yes. The Netherlands, yes. Okay. And the Vatican, yes. All right. So that is a crappy website that doesn't tell you how many. Am I missing something? It literally does not tell you how many. Oh my stars and garters. Are we going to work on this tonight? Is this what we're working? Or like literally, like all these websites that actually like are these like how many countries have you visited websites are horrible. And as I mentioned, none of them allow you to create an account and come back and update it. Like none of them have that. Like how is that possible? It's such basic functionality. This doesn't even tell you how many you've ticked off. Am I going to have to manually count this? Oh my God. We're going to have to do that exercise again. This is terrible. How is this such a basic website that like just nobody has been able to do decently? Okay, I'm not dealing with that. No. Generate map. I no. Like literally all I want is to be able to tick off the countries, have a tally, and then save it, and then be able to like publish it and like send my friends a link and like, you know, to humble brag. But no. What? Not Sure is in the house. Oh, the crew, the OG crew is back. Not Sure is not traveling. That's some. Not Sure is a man who's done probably more traveling than I've done. Let me see. Oh, Hannah. One second. Paying attention over here. All right, what's this? One sec. I just had a freaking millennial / Gen Z person who I was telling about Twilight Zone, and this person said, "Oh, so the Twilight Zone has an element of Black Mirror." I'm like, no, Black Mirror has an element of Twilight Zone. That's what I'm typing right now. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, are we going to work on a countries visited website? I honestly feel that like if we buckled down, we could hammer with AI, we could hammer that out in a week, right? Like, do we dare we start that project? Because I really feel like we could hammer it out in a week, or find me here. Here are the features I want. Let's just go to my favorite tool, one of my favorite web design tools, or one of my favorite software design tools. Here, so this is just like a running notepad. Oh my God, did you hear about this exploit in Notepad? I'll talk about that in a second. Remind me to talk about the exploit in Notepad. But okay, here are the features I want. Okay, tally countries visited. Map display, shareable map display, account, creation, edit, etc. That's it. Like that's literally, I mean, that's pretty much it. I want you to be able to tick off the countries that you create an account, tick off the countries that you visited, publish the map. That's it. That's it. They messed up Notepad. They turned it into WordPad. So here is the amazing thing. So I don't know who knows this, but when you click now when you're inside of another application, like if I go to, actually this is an excellent example. So I'm going to go into Visual Studio Code. And then I'm going to go here and I am going to click on this link. Okay. So there's several ways to do this, but the most common way, and it's very similar on Mac and it's very similar on Windows. On Linux, it's a little trickier. Actually, you know what? I can show you. But anyway, so what's done on that is there is a shell command. Basically, there's a shell command that says open the browser, and here's the URL. Now, let me see. Let me see how I did this here. If I go here, utils, and then I think it's under Al utils, and then open folder. So open folder. I think there's an open URL. Sanitize URL, preview text, generate. Did I not have an open URL? No. Generate random user agent, preview text, sanitize URL. That's weird. I could have swore I had code to actually open a URL in this Oh, you know what? There's another project where I probably have it. This one, which has a similar layout. I mean, they were written by the same person, so that makes sense. But where would that be? Thought I would have okay, utils. Get OS string, get user folder, open browser. Here we go. So there's this here, right? That's for Windows, shell execute. It's very important, shell execute, right? And so, because I believe in Windows, if I do this, let me see. I don't think this is going to work. Is this just going to open up? No. It's PowerShell, though. Okay. Well, whatever. I'm a liar. Anyway, so basically what they did in Notepad is they added this functionality, right? They added this functionality where you can open up a URL. Gotta go work. Oh, you suck. Goodbye. But they added this functionality so that you can open up a URL in Notepad. And apparently Notepad, it will render Markdown. So you see this, right? You see this URL, you click on it, and it's going to open up the URL. Now, this is a better example right here, where I have the word here, and that's the URL, and then I have a link. So what Notepad is doing under the scenes is you have to sanitize the information. But what it was doing under the scenes, it was just calling a shell execute of what was ever inside of this. What was ever inside of the parentheses, it would do a shell execute, and then it would pass that string into the shell execute command, just like I'm doing here, shell execute, right? However, shell execute will accept. Shell execute is basically a DOS prompt. It's basically a DOS prompt. So you could literally, at Notepad, you could have format C : inside of here. You click it. Now, obviously, this isn't rendering, so you'd have to get it to render. I guess there's a little trickery to do. But basically, it was an exploit of arbitrary code execution in Notepad. In Notepad, the standard standby text editor Notepad, you had this exploit where if you looked at the wrong Markdown file and clicked on the wrong link, who knows what kind of trouble you'd get into? Who knows? So I thought that was funny. It's like, why did they mess with why even mess with Notepad? Let me see. So I think since I'm on Windows 10, I must have the old Notepad, or the OG, the original Notepad. I have to do this. I have to move. Since I changed monitors, Windows will often open off screen, so I have to move them. I don't think that this will do it. Let me see. If I just go here and I just do copy path, And then I do file open, and then I just put this in. Yeah, so this, I guess on Windows 11 probably, you have the new functionality where it actually will render the markdown. All right. Okay, so what are we going to work on tonight? What shall we work on tonight? There's a lot of options. I actually made very decent progress in getting map stuff inside of QGIS, as people call it, but we're not going to touch that. We're gonna look at the game. We're gonna open up the game and see where we're at, because I haven't looked at it since Friday, I think. Although Friday was just a couple of days ago, but my memory is not what it used to be. Where's my dog? My dog is not in here. Okay. So tomorrow is my birthday, by the way. I will be 36 years old, unbelievably so. An unbelievable 36 years of age. Time flies. Really does. Enjoy the young years while you can. Enjoy it. All right, come on. Oof. I feel like I've drank so much soda that it's ruined my stomach. For probably the past week, I have felt nauseous. But remember, like, what was it? It was like 2 weeks ago that, like, I puked. I almost puked on the stream. So, yeah, I don't know what's going on. Will Tyler, Addy, my map app is an internal testing on Play and Apple stores. It's coming together. Well, send us a link. Let's check it out. Oh, yes, we were working on okay, this is what we were working on. We were working on, yes, the fucking lighthouse. The goddamn motherfucking lighthouse. No joke, you should fast. No, I agree. Like, I fast when you have to fast when you get colonoscopies. And so it's like fasting sucks. It sucks on one hand because you're hungry. Like, that's one thing that, like, you really don't notice until you fast. Is like when you fast, like if you're hungry, you're just like, oh, I'll just eat something. Oh, I'm hungry, I'll just go eat. Oh, I'm hungry, I'll just go eat. But then when you're fasting, you kind of forget you're fasting, right? Because you'll get distracted with work or whatever. And so then you'll be like, oh, I'm hungry, let me go. Oh, I can't eat. I always find that so weird how it's just like my mind is just automatically goes to, well, you're hungry, go eat something. Oh, no, you can't eat anything. You're fasting. Oh, God, this fucking lighthouse. It's going to give me goddamn nightmares. Yeah, Will Tyler should appreciate this. So I mentioned earlier a few minutes ago how I was talking to a Gen Zer how about Twilight Zone, the show Twilight Zone. And the Gen Zer says, oh, so Twilight Zone has an element of Black Mirror. And I had to correct them and say, no, Black Mirror has an element of Twilight Zone. Like the thought, I don't even know. Like, what do you expect? Twilight Zone has an element of Black Mirror. It's like, oh God, you child. Oh, you sweet, sweet child. And Flava Pop is in the house. Robert Urich, the star, the man himself, he's in the house. And I guarantee you he's wearing a hat. Please take the hat off. No hats allowed on the stream. This is strictly a no stream, an absolutely no stream. I'm sorry, a no hat stream. That's what it is. No hat stream. That's right. Good. No hat. Good. Show some respect when you are watching this stream. Take the hat off. Not bald yet. Will says, I think the worst part about the colonoscopy wasn't even the fasting, it's the cleaning. It was waking up early, not getting enough sleep, and being dehydrated and unable to drink anything in the morning, plus no coffee. Yeah, that does suck. That's why, like, I when I schedule, when I schedule the colonoscopies, it is always, absolutely, it is always the first available appointment. And like, I will schedule it out as far as like, what is the earliest appointment that you take? Like that, if you had no appointments at all, what's the first slot that I can take? And that's the one I will take. And like, you know, like I've read different things. I've read different things about cheating, like on a colonoscopy, like about, like there was like this one paper that I read where it was basically like, if you have like soft foods, like breads and certain meats and things like that, they'll pass. They'll like you have them 12, 16 hours beforehand, you'll be fine. And I would always cheat with a Snickers, like half of a Snickers bar. That would always be my cheat. And then after I read that paper, I started cheating with half of a sandwich. And like with the Snickers, my doctor would tell me that my clean, like what he would always tell me how like the cleansing, it was like like the prep, that's what they call it. The prep was not as good as it could have been, but yeah, it was not as good as it could have been. But you know, he was able to check it out anyway. Whereas with this, when I switched to the sandwich, which is usually just like a ham, no cheese, just ham, mayonnaise, bread. Never had a problem. Like and you know, I will always read the reports. Like actually, I have my last colonoscopy report right here, which I had my last colonoscopy back in January. You can see here. These are actually pictures of my colon, so don't freak out, YouTube. This is, I'm pretty sure that's allowed. Multiple polyps in colon. So I had some polyps, but that's pretty normal. It's not unusual. But then this doctor freaked me out because they sent me a letter, like maybe a week or two later, that because what they do is they'll extract the polyps, and then they will send them off to pathology, and to basically make sure they're non-cancerous. And so and this was the first time that I switched to this doctor, which I don't think I'm going to go back to him. I didn't like him. But anyway, but my old doctor, they would just like, it was more of it was very much a, we'll call you if there's any issues. We'll call you if there's any problems, right? Like, and they never called me. So it was just like, good. Or actually, I think they might have called and be like, you know, we got the pathology report back. There's no concerns or whatever. So, but this doctor, I got a letter, and it freaked me out a little bit at first because it was like, yes, your polyps are of type such and such, such and such. I don't remember exactly what it was, but, and it said in the letter, these are the type of polyps that are most commonly related to colon cancer. And I'm like, why the fuck? Like, I mean, because like I've had colon cancer, and so I'm fucking like flipped. I'm like, what the fuck? And so I'm freaking out. And so I go look it up, and what it is that the polyps, the ones I had, are the most common type of polyps, and they are also the type of polyps most commonly associated with colon cancer. So, and then I start reading into it. It was like, even if you have these polyps, the chances of it turning into colon cancer are like less than 5%, or less than like 3 to 5%. Very, very small chances. Robert says, Robbie, Flava Pop, you'll be happy to know I have an appointment with my gay hairdresser to get it all shaved and smoothie. I'll send you a pic after. Going on a date with my ex tonight. She's taking to see the space film. Yeah, I knew you two were going to get back together. I mean, come on. Like, why even break up at this point? Okay, one sec. I got to pay attention right here. All right, you're welcome. All right. Okay. All right. The Gen Zer is claiming to be a millennial. If you're born in 96, all right, maybe that's millennial terror. That's like right on the border. Millennial, Gen Z. The Twilight producers went into the future and copied Black Mirror. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Robert says Project Hail Mary my ex. What do you mean Project Hail Mary? Just snap your fingers, you're back together. Like, I mean, come on. She's 50 years old. She's not getting another date. Henna. Oh, wait. No, Henna's over here. New movie name. What is this space film? To see this space, I'm so unaware of currently playing movies. Movies currently in theaters. Okay. It's actually called Project Hail Mary. I had no. Oh, this is that Ryan Gosling film with the thing, right? They will kill you. Is this any good? All right, I want to watch the trailer. Okay, I already don't like it. It looks campy. I don't like it. I don't like campy. I mean, I like Friday the 13th type horror films. This is more along the lines of like a scary movie type of horror film, which I'm just like, nah, I'm all right. I'm good. Watching this Wednesday night, Project Hail Mary. I saw the previews and then I read the wiki and like it's like one of those things where like I feel like I've already seen the movie because I know what happens. Like I read the wiki about the book and then I already know that basically he has to go to some star or the star's dying, the planet's dying, and he has to go and then he finds a alien who's in the same boat as he is because the aliens try to save his family. And then Ryan Gosling has to go back to Earth. And then this alien has to go back to his planet. But then the alien, something malfunctions and Ryan Gosling has to basically sacrifice himself to save the alien, because if the alien dies, then he can't save his planet. But then Ryan Gosling ends up living on the planet of the alien at the end of the movie. Now you've seen it. I just saved you $20. Seeing it on RPX. So, well, that's all about. What's that? What that's all about? The Flava Pop. I have a hard time reading the Flava Pop's text messages. It's difficult. Okay, let me turn my music back on. Okay. All right. So this lighthouse gave me nightmares. It really did. Just trying to simply get a light working. Let's go. Let's get. Let's just go to bright daylight. I mean, I don't understand why it's so difficult to get a light. It should be pretty simple. Like I should see a bulb in the distance. I should see a. Wait, can I see it? Wait a minute. Let's go to the darkness. Let's go to this darkness. Mild darkness, not total darkness. Mild darkness. Oh, God. Nice. It's coming together. If you're talking about this game, it's not coming together at all. It's a mess. Okay, now I can't, like, I should see the light. I do see a red dot. What is that red dot? Oh, that's one of those. Oh, I forgot what that is. I know we figured it out, but I forgot what it was. What was this, Matthew? I forgot. We did figure out what it was, but I can bullet time renderer. Oh, okay. And it's a runtime thing. So it's not as though I can move it on the... Okay. Oh, God. I don't have it in me to work on this right now. I just don't. My attention span's getting so bad. It's getting so bad. Got that right, says Robbie. I don't know what he's talking about, but got that right. Okay. Maybe if I start with something simple. So let's back up. Let's forget about the lighthouse for now. And then I know there are bugs with if you fail a task, the mission kind of carries on. And I think it's probably safe to say that if you fail a task, you should fail the mission, right? Unless we really want to support, it would help. Again, we're just building mechanics. We're not building a game. We're just building the mechanics of a game. That's all we're building. So I think, so do we want to go through the trouble of supporting having missions that fail if just one task fails, or missions that where you're allowed to fail certain tasks but still accomplish the mission? You could have it configurable, right? Like you could have it so, okay, man. This is one of those things where it's like, am I over engineering this? And it's like, yes, I'm over engineering this. But then at the same time, I kind of want to over engineer it. Robbie says the failure tag sounded like Craig. I'm not sure what that means. Oh, good old Craig. Have you heard from Craig lately, Flavor Pop? Have you heard from him? You should call him. You should call. Actually, give me his number. I'll call him. Let me call him. Don't do that. Don't. Well, I mean, you can text me his number. Don't put it in the chat or anything. Do you even have his number? Oh, what a piece of shit he is. Anyway, okay. Like I said, this is one of those things where I'm really like, this is over engineering if I do that, but I kind of want to. I'm hungry, but I know if I eat, I'm going to be nauseous. See, this is where you could have something like public and required tasks to complete. The AI, see, the AI hears me. The AI feels me. Required tasks to complete, 0. If concurrent task is false, this is ignored. Why would it be ignored? And all tasks must be completed. Really? Why? I don't know if I agree with that. Yes, have his number. Haven't talked in 8 years. Well, you don't need to talk to him. He's a piece of shit. He's a piece of shit. He never did anything for you. Yeah, okay, fine. He housed you and fed you, but still a piece of shit. At what cost? He lives in his sister's basement. That's what he deserves. I should be careful what I say. I might end up in my sister's basement one day. You never know. Hopefully, my one sister, she had... luckily, I've got tons of sisters. So, you know, I've got 5 sisters and 2 younger brothers. They're all younger. So, hopefully, one of them will end up taking care of me. Hopefully, because sure shit isn't going to be a woman at the rate I'm going. All right. Required tasks to complete. So if it's 0, I don't understand why the AI would say false. My sister would take me in. I helped her home without knowing it. I helped buy her home without knowing it. Okay. So this should be kind of easy, actually, right? Because we have the mission manager. The mission manager is keeping track of the current mission, and then when you complete a task completed handler, task timer, mission overlay, completed task. No, I don't want to over-engineer it. Let's just start simple. I don't have the attention span. Let's start simple. We'll just start where if a task fails, then the entire mission fails. That's what we're going to start with. So if a single task fails, the entire mission will fail. So how do we do that? We have a mission failure message, right? So we probably have where do we display this mission success message at? right here. We don't even check for... Make it so 5 tasks before failure. Oh, God. Okay. All right. So let's just state our goal, because I get so distracted. Okay. Make it so a single failed task fails the mission. Okay. That's our goal for tonight. And that really should just take 15 minutes, but it's going to take me an hour and a half because I keep getting distracted. Initialization. So start the mission, and then we literally, where do we end the mission? Task completed handler, mission overlay. So somewhere we are keeping track of task completed handler. No, that's not it. If it's not a mission manager, then where the hell is it? So basically, I'm looking to where we go to the next task. Addie, are you an Android or iPhone? I'll message you on one of your sites for your email and send you a testing invite. I'm on Android. Current mission, manual update, current mission, null. All tasks completed handler. Okay, so that is a clue. But what invokes that? On all tasks completed. Invoke. It's in task handler base. Oh, that's right, because we have the concurrent and we have the serial and the concurrent type of missions. Okay. Okay. Manual update. So I think what we want, let's start with the serial case first. I think that'll be the easiest, right? So task complete handler. There's the task. Notify task completed. And then this is where we do the song and dance of basically assigning a new task if needed. So here, notify task completed. If not, why are you going to iterator? If yeah. So I think what we need, notify tasks. Okay, notify all tasks completed. How many times is that called? I want to look for actually with the parentheses. It's called in async. It's defined in base and it's called in serial. Okay. So this, obviously, it needs to be, we need like a false in here. We need to be able to do this with a Boolean. So success. Okay. AI gets me. The AI gets me. Okay. Is that the correct syntax? Yes, it is. All right. Okay, let me see. Okay, so notify, and then so if we go back to the serial handler, now what we can do is we can say notify tasks all tasks completed false, and then this would be true. Now over an async for now, we're just going to call true. All right. So we have this, we've returned. I have no idea what kind of problems that's going to create, but I'm sure it's going to create some. Okay. Now, how did we get here? T-Sync. No. Okay. Bool success. Okay, so if success and not, okay, and the string isn't empty, then we do that. Else, if not success, we want to explicitly check for success, right? That we want to explicitly check for failure. Then we just print the failure message, and now the mission is completed. Okay. Now, I think we still have some compilation bugs. Let's see. No, that compiles. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just that good. Okay, let's we have a mission that can fail already. And let's make sure that it actually has a failure message. And this is screaming. This is screaming for unit tests. This entire mission task mechanic, it's screaming for it's absolutely screaming for unit tests. But we might not write any. Okay, let me see. Missions. Data. Rescue not sure, which is still the name of the first mission. This is the mission scriptable object. Okay, start success message. This is the mission success message. Failure. This is the mission failure message because, God damn it, I can't type. Because you are a failure and you will never amount to anything because all you do is sit around and smoke pot all day and your father never loved you because you are worthless. Okay, perfect. Excellent. Okay, so we should see the failure message if we just let the timer just run down. I have an unpopular theories on unit tests. Well, you're a vibe coder. I don't trust it. I don't take anything you say seriously. Okay, we'll let this run down. All right. 15, 14, 13, 12. All right, here we go. So we should see the failure message, the task failure message, and the mission failure message. You failed. You're a failure. That's why your dad never loved you. Okay, so this is the task failure message. And then boom, the mission failure message. I haven't asked Claude to affirm my theories. I'm not reading anymore. Like, it's literally, like, imagine. So when I told this whole story. So I told this whole story about what happened in Senegal with my travel partner and how we ended up at the hospital. And I was on ChatGPT the entire time, right? Like, there was like this whole medical thing. I'm not going to revisit it. Go look at my video from a few weeks back. But my medical opinion to those doctors, from what I was reading on ChatGPT, my medical opinion to them was about as valid as whatever is being said over here about unit tests is to me. That's the way I see it. So, anyway. Okay. All right. So we got that working. Let's just, like, I accomplished something. Wow. I accomplished something. Source tree. All right, come on. I'm trying to drag source tree over. I like source tree. I know a lot of people make fun of me because of source tree. I'm already dozing out. Okay. All right, so we have lots of updates here. I'm just going to go ahead and stage. I'm not going to commit. So how are we going to test the async? Because async doesn't have time missions. So how would you even fail how would you fail a mission that isn't timed? Like, what other things? Like, okay, maybe you have to chase somebody. Like, I'm thinking like Grand Theft Auto, right? Like, I'm thinking Grand Theft Auto and like how you fail missions in Grand Theft Auto. And normally it's either a timed element to it or there's some chasing mechanic. I don't know that we need a chasing mechanic in this game, although it would be fun to write. Matthew's help might like basically a gamer, which I know Matthew's a bit of a gamer, but anybody who's a gamer, it might help to know. Although I've noticed one thing that really annoys me about gamers. And so like I listen to Asmongold quite a bit. I like Asmongold. I like his political takes, and I like and I mean, I don't listen to his game stuff as much, but I listen to some of it. But he does this a lot. And I've noticed other streamers that are gamers do this, where they'll talk about gaming because they've been playing games for so long that they now believe that they know how games are created. And it's like, to some extent, it's like obviously there's like general mechanical knowledge that can be extrapolated from playing games regularly, but it's again, to go back to the doctor analogy, it's like, you know, oh, I've been dating women and having sex with women for 40 years. Does that make me an OBGYN? No, it doesn't. So I don't know. Anyway, I forgot how I got on that topic. Oh, so how can you fail a mission? So what are the two task types that we have now? We have what were the task types? There were task types. Okay, let me go into the scriptable object. Will Tyler, good game. Got to go. 5 p.m. meeting. Catch you later. Liked and subscribed. Like and subscribe. Be sure to like and subscribe. God, I am hungry. I feel nauseous. I feel nauseously hungry. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel hungry, but nauseous at the same time. I've convinced, like, can you drink so much soda that you wear the stomach lining of your, that you wear out the lining of your stomach? I enjoyed that meal after my fast. I bet you did. That meal of cock. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. All right. So what I was asking like, how can you fail a task? Right, like here we have this is a timed at task, so that doesn't really, we know how to fail that, but this is an arrive at task. Now, unless you have to arrive at a point within a certain time frame, how do you fail that? You can't. So some of these tasks are infailable. Unfailable. I guess that's probably the word. Unfailable. Arrive at task. Infinite ways to fail in gaming terms. Okay. So I was thinking like with Grand Theft Auto. Like you have the time missions, you have chasing missions, are tasks actually, because Grand Theft Auto has a very clear concept of, at least the one, like it has a very clear concept of the mission that it's comprised of multiple tasks. So we have the arrive at, and then we have also the get item task. And I feel like both of those, the only way you would be able to fail them is just if they were timed. Otherwise, they're just this task that's just there in the background. I'm going to take a leak. It's you know what? It's 5 o'clock. It's time for my break. I'll be right back. Okay. Oh. All right. I can't see a way to have an async mission with a failable task that isn't timed. Like, even in the game, in the Grand Theft Auto example, when do you fail at something that was never timed? Okay. Go to a certain place without getting killed. But then this brings up a much bigger issue that we have in this game, and that's state. Particularly saving state. We haven't even touched upon that. Like, we haven't even touched upon saving state. And frankly, I don't want to, but we have to. Okay. All right. I am just going to code. I think we might have to do the async thing. I think the async failing, I think it's just going to have to be through a unit test. I think that's what we're going to do for now. So task complete handler, task completed, manual update, process and task. And okay, remove task. Yes, only certain ones. I don't want to either. Wait, Okay. Yeah, I guess that's what I want right here. I feel like there's a leak here, but there's probably no leak as long as this gets destroyed. But then again, who the fuck knows? Like, I feel like that's the thing. Like, coming from years of C++, where I'm very like, oh, you manage your memory, or you're always constantly aware of like where memory is allocated, where it's destroyed, where it's passed back, and like you're very aware of that constantly. Whereas now then going over to C# and it's like, oh, it's a free for all. Oh, don't worry, it's all handled for you. And I'm just like, all right. So like, should I I'm wondering if I should do this. Yeah, I'm going to do that just for good measure. I feel like that's just like the safe thing to do, even though I would expect this object to get destroyed, which would destroy this, which would do this clear anyway. But again, who the fuck knows with C sharp? So I don't know. I don't know. I don't think C sharp knows. Okay. So wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is wrong. Because what we should do is we should clear this and then let this come out. But what we probably want to do is something like naming's very difficult. How do you spell succeeded? I saw the AI put it up for a second. Succeeded. Succeeded. Is that spelled correctly? I'm going to assume it is. Do we want to? It's never a good idea to assume success, in my experience. You usually don't want to assume success. You usually want to explicitly be successful. In this case, we leave that alone. We might need to assume it. This might be one of those exceptions. Ignore me. We always want to assume success. Be optimistic, because here is where we can actually do success equals false. And then what we can do is just do this. And I'm going to assume that works. I mean, look at this code. Do you see any problem with this code? I don't see any problem with this code. This code looks great to me. Looked wonderful. Like, do you see a problem here? All right. This code is definitely code. This code looks great. It looks great. Okay. Okay. Dare we? I forget where it's at, and I don't want to ask Matthew because he's going to yell at me. There is a tool menu. There it is. I think I found it. There it is. There it is. There it is. Matthew's favorite window. Matthew's favorite little window. All right. So I have to do some learning here because I have to figure out, do these make sense? I feel like these don't need to be game tests. I don't need to like spin up a game, like a game loop or anything like that. I feel like this could be handled mostly with just like non-game loop objects. So that would be edit mode tests. Okay. What the hell just happened? But I also have, like, the builds are failing. I don't know why the builds are failing. I keep getting emails that the builds have failed. Like, once again, I am forced to do another commit. Like, why is this failing? The type or namespace package manager does not exist. The type or namespace package manager does not exist in the namespace Unity editor. This mission factory. What the hell? Well, I think that should be easy enough to fix. I would hope. Let's push what we have and see if, well, it's going to be like 45 minutes until it builds. So, All right, that looks good. That looks good. Let's just push this. Added support for failing missions. Wow, I feel super nauseous. I think I'm going to go lay down. Apparently, I'm only doing 1 hour streams these days. I think I'm going to go lay down. I don't want to puke. I think I'm shy. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I'm just lazy. Could be that too. Hey, look, I fixed a bug. What more do you want from me? Let me see. All right. No. Let's see how we can do this. Let's play with this a little bit. I would actually prefer to do this in a new file, but I don't know how to do that, so I don't know how to add a file to the suite. And wait, is the Unity test behaves like a coroutine? Wait. A Unity test behaves like a coroutine in play mode. In edit mode, you can use yield return null to skip a frame. Does this even need to be here? I don't understand what this is there for. I'm going to leave it for now. Async mission failure test. Okay. So let's try to figure out what we need. So we need a, where's the failure at? It was in async. Oh, we might need no, I think we can call manual update manually. And after all, it's called manual update, isn't it? So we need mission. I feel like this should be a mission manager, but I'm not gonna mess with that right now. So we need mission. But shit, we need mission data. Shit. This is suddenly turning into a lot of stuff I don't want to deal with. What the fuck is mission config? Shit. How am I going to deal with that? Shit. I don't think I need to deal with runtime config. I am going to have to deal with data if I create a mission object. No. Oh, wait. Can I do that? What namespace is my code in? Is that also in Unity Engine? No. Like, what's the namespace of mission? Let's see. Did we put anything up here? No. No. No, there's nothing. Oh, wait a minute. Player entity. That's my code. It's in the default assembly if you don't specify it. Go to the project in the File Explorer. Okay, now what? Is it game core? It's in the default. Oh, I see it on the side. Assembly C#. That's terrible. Sure, it's not game core. Well, wait. Okay. Where is this defined? What assembly is that in? What assembly is this in? Can you have dashes in assembly names? Can you? Can you do using... I don't think you can. And if you can, I don't like it. So, where is this defined? I'm not asking where it's defined. I know where it's defined. I'm asking, how do I reference it in, what assembly is it in? That's what I want to know. That's what I need to know. No, I don't know what I'm looking at. Control shift dash. If you're telling me to find the mission scriptable object class, I'm going to ban you. I know where that is. But what I'm saying is, well, if I could type right, what I'm saying is, because it's in a file called mission scriptable object. But what assembly is it in? Is it going to tell me if I do this? Is it going to tell me? What does this tell me? I did it. What? Now what? What does this tell me? It says game core. I'm going to try game core. In the Unity editor, not in Visual Studio. I hate you. Control Shift F does nothing. It does nothing. Editor test script is in the editor class. Yes, it is. So how do I reference things in the... how do I reference my code? And why would you tell me to do Control Shift F? That does nothing in the editor. That's it. I'm banning Matthew. I gotta go. I can't take this. I can't take it. I just want to know how to reference this. I just want to know how to Okay, wait. Maybe the... Okay, show potential fixes. Okay, no. Generate the class. No. So the editor assembly needs to reference the game core if mission scriptable object is in there. So do I do using game core? No. Okay, so it's definitely in game core. Okay. Which means I need to go deal with the assembly inside of here somewhere. I forget where. It's in the project level. Oh, wait, there's an assembly. There's assemblies somewhere, right? Isn't there assembly somewhere? Maybe they're in a game. Mission. This may break builds, though. Oh, God. All right, so what I'm hearing is unit tests were never added. That's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing unit tests were never added. That's what I'm getting from this. That's what I'm picking up. I'm picking up what you're putting down, and you're putting down that there's no unit tests. Oh, Henna's here. Thank God. Thank God somebody's here other than Matthew. Henna, Slap Matthew for me. He told me, he lied to me. All this time, he lied to me, making me think that we had unit tests. Guess what? We don't have unit tests. I feel so nauseous. Woo. All right, I'm definitely gonna go lay down. I'm gonna back out these changes. I'm gonna yell at Matthew some more as I'm laying down. Wow. I don't know what's going on with my stomach, boys. No. No what? Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to go lay down. I'm not feeling good. I'm hoping that the builds I pushed, look, we fixed something. We fixed something, all right? Like, what more do you want from me? We did fix one thing today. Why is it Mac? Oh, okay. You liked it. Just admit it. All right, I'm gonna let the two Europeans flirt. I'm gonna wow. Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down. I feel like I'm gonna puke, and I really don't want to puke. I've been puking a lot lately. It's bad. I don't know what's going on. I might need to go to the doctor soon. All right. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's my birthday. Don't forget to wish me birthday tomorrow. I'm going to be insulted if you don't. I take my birthday very seriously. Yes, I am one of those grown men that takes their birthday very seriously. All right, boys. I'll talk to you later.